Hi, I'm Ben, and for those of you who haven't heard, Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, is retiring from as Mario. I'm very disappointed to hear that news, but I probably understand. Maybe it's due to his age, but I'm gonna miss him as Mario. Growing up as a kid, I always loved playing the Mario games and listening to his voice. I own some Mario games here. I recently got this one. This one's Super Paper Mario from the Wii. I didn't bought it when it came out. I actually bought it just recently, actually. And here's some Wii U games. There's of course Smash Brothers, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This one's a personal favorite. Super Mario 3D World. I love the 3D World games. And New Super Mario Bros. U. I said in my earlier videos I really like the New Super Mario games, and there's that one. And New Super Mario Bros. Wii, this one. I love playing that one. I got it when I first came out, and I had a lot of blast. And this one, Mario Kart Wii. I love playing that. I love jumping. I love playing as the characters. That was the first time they introduced the cycles with the things. And of course these ones I grew up playing. I loved playing as a kid. Super Mario Galaxy 1, 2, and 3. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2. I loved playing the first one a lot as a kid. I loved that you could play as Yoshi as a playable character, and of course Mario Striker. So Mario Strikers Challenge. It's I haven't played this a lot, but I have owned it. But it can get really hard at times. And of course this one, the 25th anniversary that comes with Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. Yep, the 25th anniversary where they re-released the game. I would have rather they just did like something similar to New Super Mario Bros. Where they made like 3D versions, but you know, I like what they did there. I like playing that. And here's some Switch games from the Switch. There's Smash Brothers, of course, Luigi's Mansion 3, Rabbids Invade, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Super Mario Maker 2. I don't own the first one. I was gonna buy the first one actually, but the guy at the store recommended that I should just get the second one because it's basically the first one, but with more stuff. So even if I don't get even when I get the first one, it'll just be minus the cooler stuff from the second one. And then there's the 3D All-Stars. I actually really like this. I never played Super Mario Sunshine. I said this in my earlier videos, but I never really grew up playing GameCube, but I really wanted to play Super Mario Sunshine. And I got to play it on the Switch. And then there's the Odyssey, Super Mario Bros. Odyssey. How can you not get a Switch without getting this? This is like one of the best Mario games in a long time. I love playing this. I love throwing a hat and taking over and playing as the characters. It was really fun. And of course, I got some DS. And here's the 3DS. There's Mario Paper Jam. I played the beginning, but I haven't played it in a while. I should go back. It is a hard game to understand because you collect stickers and you do this. And then there's Super Mario 3D Land. And then there's Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers 2. And a lot of people say this one's easy, but I really still like playing this. And Mario Kart 7. Oh, I do own Mario Kart 8, but it's like on digital on the Wii U, like it's connected to the Wii U, so I don't own it like on a cover. I own it in the Wii U port when I first bought it. And here's some DS games. I bought this one recently, Bowser's Inside Story. I'm having a great time. It's really fun. And Super Mario Bros. 64 for the DS. And then there's New Super Mario Brothers. This is one of my favorites to play on the DS. I played this a lot on the DS. I told you I was a big fan of the new games. These were a real childhood influence on me. Oop. Sorry. And then there's Yoshi's Island DS. I loved playing this. I loved playing as Yoshi. It was a really cute, wonderful, imaginative game. I loved playing that. And then there's Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 March of the Minis. And then there's the Mario Kart, of course, for the DS. I loved growing up with these games as a kid, and hearing Mario's voice and Charles, he basically influenced my childhood. I do own, like, Game Boy versions. Let's see, is there one here? No. I do own, because I own the Nintendo DS, not a Game Boy, but I own, like, Super Mario Advance 3, and of course Super Mario, another Game Boy Advance game, Super Mario World, the Game Boy Advance version. And of course you can without Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the original game, but playing the Advance Super Mario World and Super Mario vs. Donkey Kong, because the memory is broken in the Game Boy of Super Mario Brothers World, so the save feature isn't working. And a weird thing, it literally starts from the beginning when you play Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but I actually own something else that I want to show you. My sister gave me this. It's not a Game Boy, it's called a Pocket Go, and you get to download old classic games like Sega arcade games. Like here, let me show you. Like here, there's like old arcade games. Come on. NES, like there's old arcade games, NES, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, 64. The 64 kind of works slow on this for some reason. Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advance, so I have like World and Super Mario World and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. And I think this is just retro. It is something else, but yeah. And Sega Genesis games. I played the Sonic games, which were really fun. Okay, but with that said, I really loved playing those games. They were really fun to play, and I really loved. And I love in the Mario Game Boy games where Charles Martinet says like, "Waha, just what I needed." When he gets a power up, I really love that.
Just what I needed.
But yeah, I'm gonna miss his voice because he voiced not just Mario, but Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and I'm guessing Baby Wario too. I don't know if that, but yeah, I'm gonna miss his voice. It's funny because basically I think his last voice was Giuseppe in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Is it too much?
Too much? It's perfect!
Wahoo! Okay, I'm gonna trust you.
Which was basically a version of a model after Jumpman from the original game. So it's interesting that the last game is actually the first design of Mario. So the last is the first, actually. That's kind of interesting. Well, anyways, I'm gonna miss Charles Martinet. I never met him at Fan Expo. I wanted to meet him. I saw him, but I don't think we had time. But if he ever appears in Fan Expo, I'll tell you if I see him. But yeah, he's been a big inspiration. I loved hearing his voice, but I think it is time for him to retire. He might be getting old, or maybe he felt offended that Chris Pratt voiced his character in the movie, but I don't know, but I am gonna miss him. I have all these wonderful games to remember him by. And I'm still excited for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It still looks like a great game. I heard it might be a new voice. I'm afraid it might, like, it couldn't be AI. Like, they couldn't just replace Charles Martinet and just have AI do it. Like, I think Nintendo made some bad choices, but I think they're smart enough not to use AI. Well, I'm still excited for Super Mario Wonder. It looks like a beautiful game. I can't wait to play it. I'm gonna miss Charles voicing Mario. It is time to retire and hire some new voice actors, but I am gonna miss the wonderful, because his voice is iconic. Like, before Charles Martinet, we had other versions of him in, like, animated series like the cartoons, but Charles Martinet was the one that gave Mario his trademark voice, like the "It's a me, Mario, whoa!" Like, we wouldn't have that without Charles. Like, he invented that. Like he's the one that gave him that iconic voice.
It's me, Mario!
Well, anyways, I'm gonna miss him. He's been a big inspiration for all voice actors and Mario fans, such as myself, and thank you for watching, and we love you, Charles. Bye-bye.